A lot of viral skincare ads on social media look simple. You see a clean bottle shot, soft lightening, smooth movement, a little bit of text, and then a polished final reveal. But when you really look at them, they are not random at all. They follow a clean structure. There is a strong opening visual, a clear product focus, a sequence that keeps the eye moving, and just enough text to support the message without getting in the way. And that is exactly why this kind of content is worth studying. Because the opportunity is not just to make one nice looking AI video. The real opportunity is to take a format that already works on social media and turn it into a repeatable workflow for ads. And that is where Kling 3.0 becomes interesting. So in this video, I want to break down one specific case study, a premium skincare ad. This is not just a random experiment and not as a generic product demo. I mean a real short form skincare style ad that could work for paid social, organic content, or a brand campaign. And as we go through it, I'll show where the team plan fits in naturally once the workflow starts involving more than one person. Now let's start with what makes this format work. A strong skincare ad is usually not built around one beautiful frame. It is built around a sequence. Maybe you start with a close-up of a bottle catching light, right? But then you cut to a texture shot of the serum. And then maybe a hand interaction. And then a slow hero angle. Then a clean final reveal with the brand message. Now that flow is what makes the ad feel premium. And that is why the first major Kling 3.0 selling point matters so much here: multi-shot. With multi-shot, Kling 3.0 is designed to understand shot coverage and scene flow more like an AI director. So instead of thinking in terms of one isolated output, you can prompt towards a sequence with more cinematic coverage, stronger camera logic, and more natural visual progression. And for a skincare ad, that matters a lot. Because what makes the content feel expensive is not just one product shot. It is the combination of detail shot, texture shot, motion shot, hero shot, and final payoff. That is the difference between a random AI clip and something that actually starts to feel like a social-first ad. Understood so far? Perfect. Now, the second big issue is consistency. Now, if you are making a skincare ad, the product has to stay stable. The bottle shape matters. The cap matters. The label matters. The color palette matters. And if you want multiple variations of the same concept, you cannot have the product changing every time the shot changes, right? Yes, indeed. Now that is why another major Kling 3.0 selling point is so practical: image to video with enhanced subject consistency and core elements locked in. You can start from a product image and use that as the base. Then with multi-image references or even video references or elements, you can ensure the important visual details much more clearly. That means the product, the environment, and the overall scene language are much more likely to stay stable as the ad develops. And for skincare case study, that is one of the most important upgrades in the whole release. Because once a format works, you almost never create just one version. You create variations. One version for paid social, one with a slightly different opening hook, one with a different text line, one with a different rip. So the more stable the product stays across those versions, the more useful the workflow becomes. Now let's talk about text. Now, one thing skincare ads do really well is use very little text, but use it very intentionally, right? It might be something like barrier repair, hydration in seconds, 2% niacinamide, or just a clean final brand line. That is why native level text output with precise lettering capabilities more than it might seem at first. And this kind of ad text is not just an afterthought, it is part of the design. If the on-screen text looks clear, structured, and clean, the ad feels more polished. And that is especially important in e-commerce style content, beauty ads, and social creatives where text is part of the visual identity. So in this workflow, Kling 3.0 is not just helping generate motion, it's also helping with one of the small details that can make the final content feel much more ad ready. The next selling point is duration. A skincare ad is short, but it still needs enough time to breathe, right? You need enough room for the hook, the product sequence, and the final payoff. That is where a 15 seconds generation becomes useful, because when the model can generate anywhere from 3 to 15 seconds, you are no longer limited to a tiny fragment. This way you have enough room to create a more complete short form structure. That means you can open with a strong visual, more to the product shots, land your text, and finish with a branded reveal that actually feels satisfying. And that is much more closer to how short form ads really work. Now, this specific skincare case is mainly visual, right? But a real campaign often grows. Maybe the next version includes a founder voice line. Maybe the brand wants a creator style version. Maybe they want a multilingual version for another audience, right? Yes, indeed. That is where upgraded native audio output becomes relevant. Kling 3.0 now supports more precise character referencing in speaking scenes along with more languages. So even though this first skincare ad might be a silent or music-led visual piece, the same workflow can expand later into voice-led content without needing a completely different creative setup. And that makes the 3.0 story broader.
Experience instant hydration and a radiant, glowing complexion with our daily serum.
Now let's talk about where Team Plan fits. And this is important because Team Plan should not feel like a separate product pitch inside this video, right? It should feel like the natural step once the content starts working. Now imagine a small team building this skincare campaign. One person is generating initial product videos. Another is reviewing which version feels the most premium. Now someone else is checking whether the product details and text are accurate. And maybe another teammate is deciding which version works best for paid social. Now at that point, the problem is not just generation anymore. The problem is workflow, of course. That is where the team plan becomes useful. It gives the team a shared space to keep the strongest outputs, review the versions faster, organize what is working, and avoid turning the whole process into scattered chats and file downloads. So in this story, Kling 3.0 is the creative engine, right? The team plan is the structure that helps the team build around the best results. And that is the right balance. So yeah, if you guys find it useful, check it out, link in description. Kling 3.0 for you is waiting. You're welcome. And of course, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm here to help you. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. And of course, see you guys on my next item recommendation. Bye bye.